Hi everybody, how's it going? Give me just a second here, I am so behind. Hi friends, how's it going? Guess what we're gonna play? We're gonna play Dream Daddy in just like a second. And then we might play Observer depending on how much time I have to start it. Sorry. I'm over here setting up my green screen that I haven't used in friggin' forever. I took it down to clean, and then I just never put it back up. So it's up today. How is everyone doing? I've had a weird day. I spent it mostly wrapped up in this blanket. What's up with that Mothman tweet? I don't know what you're talking about. Was there a Mothman tweet? Like, oh, I was gonna say let me close some of these embarrassing tabs, but then I also closed the music. Oh, sorry. There you go. Let me close the rest of the embarrassing tabs. Alright, there we go. How comf is that blanket? It's pretty comf. Spent all day watching bird videos? I watched a little bit of the Mothman prophecies, and I don't want to watch the rest. I don't want to watch the rest. Anyways, we're gonna play Dream Daddy. We only have like 2 storylines left. I'm a little sad, because I really like the game a lot. I've had a lot of fun with it, and I don't want it to end, but it's gonna end. So, we'll just have to deal with that. I'm sure there's some people that are pretty done with it. I've had a lot of people unhost me while playing Dream Daddy, so it's been a weird experience. I don't know what was playing before this. Was it Chrono Trigger? If so, here is the thing. Here's the playlist. And then you can find the... I don't know what their name is, because it's like this really weird... Like, their YouTube channel is named Moombo Music Movie, but their actual band name is something in German, I think, that I can't pronounce. So... there you go. Try to find it. But yeah, I really love their channel. I listen to their music a lot now. It's nice and relaxing. Hi, Giguana. Oh, I'm jumping around out of frames. Let me check on some things real quick. Am I still downloading things? No, I'm not downloading anything. I downloaded Observer right before the stream, just in case we got to it. But maybe those frames were from earlier. Oh well. Anyways, I'm sorry that it's taking so long to just get the game set up. I really love this song. Cause like the popping noise is played on this guy's cheeks, and it sounds really good. I'm gonna turn that up while I continue this. I don't know shit about the Game Grumps. The last time I watched Game Grumps was when it was John, like back in 2014 or something. So I don't know what they're doing these days. I don't really follow that. But the game, I mean, it's great. If they produce more games like this, great. I want them. Give me them. Because this is such a good game. I didn't even like watch them seriously back when it was just like a time filler occasionally. I've never really been big into YouTube. Like once I started getting into like live streaming and just watching live streams, I really prefer like situation where I can talk to the streamer. It's definitely limiting trying to do things live though, so I can see the appeal of wanting to do YouTube. This game always seems really loud. There we go. That sounds a little better. Not into YouTubers? I only have like 2 channels that I've ever subscribed to, and I've since unsubscribed from one of them. Like, I'll watch things if people suggest them, but I really don't go out of my way to watch YouTube. I used to watch a lot of Retsupre, but then, like, over time, I don't know, I stopped liking it as much. And now the only person that I really follow is the group that I posted earlier, so. Primitive Design, I've seen a lot of Primitive Design through other people. I've never checked it out personally. Red Letter Media, that's one. I love everything they do. Everything they do. Even their Transformers review recently, that one was really good. I like that one. Why is there saving the epilogue? How does that happen? What? Hold on, let me see where this is. It's on a black screen. Yep. Okay. Alright, that was good. That was the fastest playthrough we've had yet. I liked it. I really like Red Letter Media, but I've also kind of grown up with them, so they've like always been a part of my life. Even if I don't want it, people are always just like shoving it in my face, and it's okay because it's good. But I can understand. How old am I? I'm like a million years old. I am 28 years old. I'm a 28-year-old man playing video games on the internet. Don't tell anybody. It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like I'm 12. Alright, let's go back in time. I don't know who to do first. I think I'm gonna do maybe Matt first. I don't know which one would be better. Oh my god, this Craig date like blew up into 1,000 autosaves. It's as old as Mothman. Alright, so hold on, let me check on something. IMDb Mothman Prophecies. The Mothman Prophecies came out in the year 2002. I'm 28 years old, so I guess I can't be the Mothman. Does anyone know about the Mothman outside of like the memes? Does anyone care about like the real Mothman? Like the Point Pleasant Mothman that people believe exists? Cause that's how I started all this, and then I got dragged into the Mothman meme, and I'm too deep into it now, so. I'm too deep into it. But I know people that legitimately believe in the Mothman. Alright. So these two, I don't know. I don't know why I haven't gotten into them. Their characters just haven't really stuck out too much. Matt, like, sometimes has his moments to shine, but he just kind of talks about music. Which, unfortunately for me, and I'm gonna disappoint a lot of people, but I don't know anything about music. Like, real music. I listened, like, since I was, I don't know, like, 10. All I've listened to is video game music, because video games were such a big part of my life. I never really listened to music until I got to maybe college. And even when I was in college, it was just like grandpa rock on the radio that I was into. So I never really got into music. And then I heard that so much while I was at college, I got burnt out on it. So I just stopped listening to it. The Gundam Wing soundtrack, you're right. There's only a few Gundam Wing songs that I really love. 2 of them are just straight up J-pop. And then there's Hiro Yui's theme, which is like the only one that you're gonna be able to remember that wasn't a Japanese girl singing. So. Hi, little dog. I saw you earlier over at Box. Hope you're doing good. Like, I'll listen to things now and then, but I don't know. Just not really big into music, which sounds weird. I like music, I just don't seek it out. So, anyways, here we are with Matt, avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. I can relate to that. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no-wave music. Coffee, music, coffee. Uh-huh. Alright, go to an animal shelter. Oh, yeah. You probably wouldn't want to do that on, like, every date. Consider adopting a cat, because that could add up pretty quick, but... Anyways, let's get going. I navigate to Matt's dad book page and type out a message. Hey man, great getting to see you at the barbecue. I didn't read that word right. Hey man, great getting to see you at the great getting to see you at the barbecue. Yeah, I read that right, never mind. We should definitely hang soon. You free later? A minute or two later, I hear a ding and see Matt's response. Hey dude, I'd be so down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at the Soundgarden. Wanna come out? I think for a moment. What's a Soundgarden? It's a concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. Oh man, I haven't been to a real concert since Amanda was born. Am I ready for this? While I'm thinking, another message pops up on screen. Hi Vivi! Mothman and you are done vandalizing the dog park? Oh. Was that before or after killing Richard Gere's wife? Just tell me that. Anyways, I didn't know you were allowed to... Oh wait, hold on. I didn't read his message. Pop is playing tonight. Cool little indie punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. I didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. Whatever. Let's get out of our comfort zone. It's so weird, and this is out of like the context of music, but I look at a lot of games on Steam now and they're just like huge lists of descriptions about what they are, just like genres tacked on together over and over and over and over. Oh, you didn't? Okay. I'm just wondering. Someone had to do that. I'm pretty sure it was the Mothman, if I remember correctly. Since you're good friends with him, I'm just saying. I log off of Dad Book and think for a second. Wait, when was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtracked decades through memories of denim jean jackets and moral panic over teenagers turning to the occult. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. I had a mullet just the other day, and then I got a haircut. It was really bad. Oh god, I thought it was cool. Oh god, other people thought it was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envision all of the airbrush vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? I spend most of the day pacing around the house thinking about my relationship with coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool, at least relative to a bunch of other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door, just getting home from school.
Oh.
What's worse, mullet or rat tail? I don't know, I think you could get away with a mullet right now. I think you can get away with a mullet. Anyway, what's up? Amanda, how do I be cool? Let me put a pot of coffee on first. This is gonna be a long night. No, seriously. Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born.
Aww.
Yeah, you have. You took me to one when I was 12, remember? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh god. I tried so hard to forget. The one where I had to camp out with you in line so you could get a good spot and then you cried and screamed the whole time. Dad, it was so much more than that and I'm not even ashamed to say it. Oh, you're not ashamed? You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing in your Trapper Keeper. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot and you'll fit right in. Well, it's at a smaller place, and I think Matt mentioned that they're a punk band. Like DIY gutter punk? Thrash? Straight edge? Come on, Dad, give me something to work with here. Are they post-punk? Proto-punk? C-punk? Jeremy punk? What's Jeremy punk? I made that one up to see if I could get away with it. They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said that they're Canadian punk. Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. Have you worried that someone is taking the Mothman stuff seriously? Yo! Like, there's a reason that people still talk about the Mothman. There's reasons that there's statues of the Mothman. It's because people out there believe in the Mothman. Or either there's people out there that ironically believed in the Mothman for so long that people actually started believing in the Mothman. Or maybe they're just ironically believing in the Mothman, and then, I don't know, then other people will start believing in the Mothman. I might be making people believe in the Mothman. It became so much more than just counterculture rebellion. What I'm trying to say is, just enjoy the music. That's it. I mean, yeah, it's not like you're gonna jump into a mosh pit or anything. Well, that's comforting. Something smells like it's on fire, or either there's a skunk outside, and I need to check on it real quick. Give me a second. I think it's a skunk. I'll let you know. Or it might be the Mothman. The Mothman's burning my trash. And if a strange dude in a set your goals hoodie offers to buy you merch, don't accept it. And definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterwards where he takes you to nice restaurants then forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row. What? Never mind, just have a blast tonight. I show up to the Coffee Spoon at 8 in what I hope is concert appropriate attire. I see Matt out front locking the door to the shop. Hey, you made it. Are you ready for tonight? Hold on, I'm not sure. Well, it's been a while. Oh man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for. Hey. Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everybody holds signs and screams and cries? Yeah. Hey. I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong. Hey. But dude, I get to take you to your first concert in a long time. This is gonna be awesome. Just hang with me, Dorb, and you'll be good. The scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question. Hey. Shoot. What is scene? Matt lets out a tiny laugh. Sorry. It's just weird because scene can be described as a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who like the same genre, but can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they're into. Matt looks off into middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing. Hey. You'll get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. I am suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is C-Punk actually a genre? Matt, you made it. A younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me, shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too. I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. Do you also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap? Hey. That's my favorite thing to do. A couple other people notice that Matt's in the corner and yell at hey as well. Matt waves and hugs a couple people. He seems really in his element here. Matt turns his attention back to me. I'm so afraid of all of these people. Oh. Let's go grab a beer. Matt and I line up at the bar in the back where a couple of older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him. Hey. It seems like you're a popular guy out here. Hey. Yeah. I used to go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot. Hey. But it's times like these where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about. Hey. And then I become keenly aware of where my hands are. And that there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. God damn it, where do I put my tongue? See? Well, I've known you for about more than 5 minutes, and I think you're charming and funny. Just you wait. We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit that they listen to it. Let's check out the merch. Matt and I walk over to a small booth in the corner of the room where a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops up on his chair. Step on up, get your merch here. I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got gifts and accoutrements of discerning concert goer of considerable taste might want. You! I gesture to myself, my face flushing red. Yes, you! You look like a fella who knows their merch. How about a fine 20-inch long playing vinyl record made and distributed by Pup, Canada's premier punk rock outfit. Please stop yelling at me. I'm already kind of on edge because this is an unfamiliar place and I don't know anybody here, and I would appreciate if you could stop singling me out. And I'm sure you're cool, but it's making me a little uncomfortable. The kid immediately hops down off his chair. You got it. Sorry about that. I just get really excited about salesmanship. I guess that was good. I can't relate, but I appreciate your enthusiasm nonetheless. Hey Pablo. Your friend looks lost, so I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt? Hey. Pablo has like one huge tooth. Day by day, my man. They do the thing where they high-five but also turn it into a hug. Hey, yeah. Your mom doing better? She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I can make that connect. And have to deal with you every single day? Fair enough. Who's your bud? Oh. That's Dorb. Thought I'd bring him out, I thought I'd bring out a concert pal. Pablo leans close to Matt. Is Dorb cool? Matt eyes me. I am back. He cranks a smile. Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude. I'm not sure what to say, but give the courtesy 2 pats on the back, as is customary in our society for people who you don't know super well, but still want to be friendly to. Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of the bass. Yeah, man. When we were starting our Witch House band. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, sounds great. You know I'm out of the game. It's a shame. You know, Vacant Veil would have slayed. It'll slay once you start actually making music instead of just printing a bunch of band shirts. We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice. Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close. Hey. Is that his son? No, that's just the guy. Matt and I walk over to the stage where a crowd begins to form. The band walks on stage and picks up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. Hey, what's up everybody? We're Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, oh, there go the frames. There go the frames. Normal night here at the old Iron stream. Oh no, these guys. What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most cacophonous noise I've ever heard. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything, he just hands me earplugs. Thanks! I put the earplugs in and whatever the hell is assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what really matters. Hey, dude. Jesus, did the cellist just break his bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever. There's no breaks in the songs, and I think that one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turn to Matt and try to start a conversation. So you go to a lot of concert out here, huh? What? So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? So you... Yeah. Oh. Matt turns back his attention to the show. He can't hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the music. Okay, no, this is impossible. How long have they been playing this same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually, the set ends, but only after the drummer sprains his ankle during his saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage crying. Matt and I both pull out our earplugs. Man, that was something. I promise Pup is much better. I have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get answers to. Oh. Oh yeah, he sprains his ankle at every show. They were being real about that. Let's grab another beer. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. It's getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beers and I try to follow Matt back to our spot. But there are so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throngs of excited concert goers, I realize that I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. However am I gonna find Matt here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I gonna see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly, a hand reaches out to grab me. It's Matt! Hey. Sorry, I had to go find my water. Almost lost you, buddy. Whew! I was getting really nervous there for a second. Hey. You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back toward the stage. Hi, turtles! I can feel myself blushing. t-shirt I was looking at earlier. Whoa, thanks, man.
Hey.
I saw you eyeballing it back at the merch booth.
Oh.
And I mean, anyone who tears it up like that, or tears it up that hard on their first time back to a concert deserves a reward. I will continually wear it until it's tattered and a little smelly so that I can truly embody punk fashion. Hey, Matt. Hey, it's Pop. Oh, it's Pop. They're here. Hey, dude, didn't realize you were here.
Hey.
I'm so glad I can make it. You guys put on a great show. Thanks. Well, see you around. And now they're gone. Wait, you know Pop?
Hey.
Oh yeah, met him a couple of times when they first started touring. Good kids. Whoa.
Hey.
Come on, let's grab some diner food. I suddenly realize how hungry I am. Man, mosh pits take a lot out of you. Matt and I walked into a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in the corner booth.
Yeah,
Keep
great.
losing where my mouse is, even though it doesn't really matter much in this game. So there I am in the pit, trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seeing red. Not from the tattoo, but which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering towards me and there's nowhere to go.
Hey.
It's the end for me, right? Then out of nowhere I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms. And just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face.
Hey.
Bought him a beer afterward and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out.
Hey.
Awesome, there we go. Yeah, man, just goes to show that punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. So, how do you get to see all of these amazing concerts?
Hey.
Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it got us to travel all around the States. Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we were poor and we had to scrape a lot together just to survive. But I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything.
Hey.
But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid.
Hey.
Oh man, everybody loves Pablo. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out wherever I can. That's really nice of you.
Hey, yeah.
Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy.
Hey.
It'll be loud and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all of my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever it is that she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together.
Oh.
Like what? Big fashion, consumerism, big budget remakes of foreign films. Let's go with fashion. You can always find the face of the fashion industry. That's a good anti-establishment option. Matt gestures to my outfit. I think you got that one covered, dude. I'm hurt. I thought I was among friends. He and I laugh. We keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot.
Hey.
Man,
Hey.
being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too! I've never really considered myself an extrovert and never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation always.
Oh.
You're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to. You know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up our late night dinners and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac, back to our respective houses.
Oh.
Today was a blast, man. Loved it. Although I'm probably gonna feel it in my knees in the morning. You and me both. I don't usually like going into these things alone. It was really cool to have you there with me. I'm glad. Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. He calls me cool. Matt called me cool. I walk into the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head out of her room. Hey, Pops, how was the show? Matt thinks I'm cool. You don't say. Manda Panda, Matt thinks I'm cool.
Yeah.
Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow, I just got dunked on by my own child. Unbelievable. Hey, Amanda. Remind me which one of us just tore it up at the pit at a punk show, and which one of us just spent 4 hours probably watching Tiny House Hunting Amish Triplets Extreme Edition. First of all, how dare you? That show's a classic. Second of all, you moshed in the pit? Who even are you? I am your extremely cool dad. Alright, I'm hitting the hay, Pops. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo. That went pretty bad. I don't think I got a single eggplant, man. What's the deal? That was an A.
That was a hell of a date.
That's good enough, I guess.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling pretty sluggish today anyways. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of the room. Or her room. Father! Wanna go to the coffee spoon?
Yeah.
Oh, so you get called cool once and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at the coffee shops and listen to neo jazz and stuff? Amanda. Are you gonna bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and leather-bound journal. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today, just a few people hanging out and reading books in cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar, pierced face. Hey, you were the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night.
Aww.
Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss?
Ugh.
This is my daughter Amanda, the person I am the father to and very protective of. In order to make your acquaintance, my name's Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call it witch house music, but okay.
Aww.
A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I'm overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Change the subject, defend witch house, or reappropriate lines from Taken. Listen here, Pablo. I have a very specific set of skills to, I can type pretty fast for people my age. If you so much as harm a hair on my daughter's head, I'll be coming for you at a comfortable 80 words per minute after I practice a little.
Aww.
Dad. Dorb. Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back to meet with Amanda and I. He and I high five, as fellow cool people do. I see you met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm only here until Vacant Vale starts the world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first.
Hey,
Alright, Pablo. Now what do we do with customers again? Right, yeah. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. Classic. And you? A decaf for cutie, please. Don't want too much caffeine. Decaf? Sounds like you're settling. I have a very early bedtime that I just can't miss. The Sound of Settling is a Death Cab for Cutie song, which was the band this was a pun off of. So when I said it, it sounded like you were settling. I'm gonna stop talking now. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy as a dude he is, this kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yes. I'm actually gonna be done training Pablo in a couple hours and was gonna go record shopping. Wanna come along? Absolutely.
hey.
Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking toward the record store.
Hey.
Have you ever been here before? No, I mean, I have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive.
Hey.
Oh, this should be fun then. We're gonna find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point?
Hey.
There's a lot of people who try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer, or more true to the artist's intent, but really I think it's just nice to collect records. It's cool that in this day and age we just have about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love.
Hey.
That's why I try to get as many records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and we would have to wait around the radio with a cassette tape so that we could record our favorite songs?
Yeah, sounds great.
It made each listen really special. And mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school.
Hey, yeah.
I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, anarcho-punk, nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming.
Hey.
Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Purple. Purple. We'll go with cookies and cream. If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil Mountain Spring, Camouflage Summer Breeze, Spring Creek Fireball, Power Violence Cherry Blossom. That's the one. What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain, Bowling Alley, Star Trek Bridge Ambiance, Howls of the Bone Chorus. I'm going with Bowling Alley. Let's see where this takes us. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard, inside an active volcano, living off the fat of the land in Ibiza, starting a new life in the Baltics. Inside an active volcano. What's your deepest, darkest fear? I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me, and I fabricated this universe? Saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. Matt thinks for a moment.
What?
Oh, I know just the thing.
Hey.
Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Trouble Will Find Me by The National. The National have honed their sad guy sound on album after album, and by this point they're all pros about feeling blue. The music is the music is so amazing that it'll actually cheer you up. Whoa, dude. Thanks for the recommendation.
Hey!
You're gonna have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young woman with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt?
Hey!
Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. Tight.
Hey.
The cashier rings Matt up and hands him back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd?
Oh.
That nerd is my buddy Dorb. Dorb, this beacon of human charm is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on?
Hey.
You know it. Are the Third Waves gonna do a special acoustic performance? I might see where I can, if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on?
Oh.
Yeah, dude. We do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here.
Hey, dude.
You and Amanda should come by that night.
Oh, man.
Matt blushes. I mean, if you're not doing anything,
Oh, man.
will Vacant Veil be playing?
Hey.
If only. I finish paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think that all of those weird little, of all those weird little musical memories? What do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor I didn't know where to get my next meal, or where my next meal was coming from.
Hey, yeah.
After that stuff, and listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of life. Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was.
Hey.
And then that even reminds me of a younger me going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know.
Hey.
But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Yeah! Of course! Let's go! Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting.
Hey.
After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me.
Hey.
Molly's gotta hook up. Says to meet us in the alley near the coffee shop.
Hey.
Who are we gonna run into? Okay, if it turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it and I'll take the heat. Just promise me that you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that weed has been legalized in the state, right? I definitely knew that.
Oh.
But we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? We could find ourselves on the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. I swear.
What?
Oh, here's our guy. Coming around the corner of one of those nasty grease dumpsters, shrouded in darkness, is a lean figure dressed in all black. Excuse me, Mr. Drugman. Surprise, the person almost jumps out of their skin. It's Lucian, Damien's son. Who sent you? We're cool, man, we're cool. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, weed is prove you're cool. What? I need to know that you're down or I bolt. It's time to take off my clothes. Sight mutually assured destruction. Look, man, we're trying to buy drugs from you, and we know you sell drugs. You have dirt on us, we have dirt on you. We're in this together now. Look, it's fine, I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. Right, now that formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal. Alright, how much you want? One. One what?
Hey.
Yeah. He means weed, Lucian. Yeah, but how much?
Hey.
One? Oh my god, look, here, take this and give me $10. Just don't tell my dad. Let's all forget this ever happened.
Hey, yeah.
I won't tell your dad if you don't. Lucian hands me a baggie of something and disappears down an alleyway. I open and take a deep whiff. Smells like genuine drugs. Yes, sirree.
Hey.
Well, that went smoothly. Yeah. We should get on public property before we smoke this.
Oh.
Great idea. Let's head back to my place, yeah? Matt and I walk out of our cul-de-sac and stop by at a gas station on our way to buy rolling papers and soda. I feel like I'm 16 again. Carmencita's having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs.
Oh.
Awesome! Let's do some drugs! Matt pulls one of the records out of his bag and puts it on for us. I plop down on a comfy leather couch and look around the place. There are a bunch of band posters and his record collection takes up an entire wall. Whoa, what a collection!
Hey.
Been collecting my whole life. It was nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. Had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits down next to me and we lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house.
Oh.
If you say so.
Huh?
Matt pulls out some rolling paper, sprinkles some of the beaten tobacco on a piece. He starts rolling it back and forth and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch.
Hey.
Never was too good at this.
Hey.
Matt tries again and is able to successfully roll a nice looking weed cigarette. He hands me the lighter and the blunt, I think, and I take it. Well, let's... Open up the nug. Smoke some of that gateway drug. Rip the golf fairway. Open up the nug.
Hey.
Alright. Let's try the last one real quick. I gotta make sure I get this good. No. Didn't work out. Alright. Rip that golf fairway. It's what the cool dads say. Yeah. Yes, let's do that. I like to join and inhale deeply. This is not what I remembered. It's been a while though. Maybe pot drugs have gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. I passed the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Should it sting this much or am I just a baby?
Huh?
Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. That's not weed. Oh God.
Oh.
Did we develop a taste for meth? No, it's... Matt takes another hit and winces. Yeah, this is oregano. I sniff the air. Yeah, that would definitely explain why it smells like a pizza place in here. That little punk ripped us off.
Hey.
Oh well. We can still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right.
Oh.
We sit and listen to the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that? Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, "Stillness the Dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started getting notoriety and seeing how much our song meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of.
Hey.
It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't even get it, or I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in a van, all that stuff. Once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots on our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream of her own quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hey.
Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died.
Hey.
Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Do you play?
Oh.
I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that the Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer.
Hey.
No way, you had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies.
Oh.
Except for Communist Manifesto. We broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers.
Hey.
Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Oh.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it.
Hey.
I sit down at the piano. Go with a classic. Stick to your ska roots. Here we go. Hey, I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska.
Hey.
Wait, That was just smoke on the water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The Deep Purple's is always appreciated, nonetheless. Alright, buddy, can you top that? I shouldn't. Come on. No, it's been a long time. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Deep Purple's Smoke on the Water. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm, okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played the piano in a long time, I would have never have guessed. He plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool.
Hey.
Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing? Come on, man, that was killer! Are you gonna pull that out for the open mic night?
Hey.
Oh no, I never play those. At those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just... I just don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks.
Oh.
Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door.
Hey.
Let's never tell anyone about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effects of smoking oregano, and
Hey, dude.
I think we'll be fine.
Hey.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. See ya, Angahita. I walk inside it and the house is dark, save for this sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. What smells like a pizza parlor in here? What? Nothing? So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry. Wait, no. Hi, hungry. No, I'm Dad. Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo, you set it up, I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight. It was amazing.
Yeah.
He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah, I brought it up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening in the coffee shop, but he kind of got weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer about that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know how to play Hot Cross Buns, but we can make it work off the chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter, who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any color they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. loud noises. A rank
Man, I
again.
just can't wait for your next.
All right.
Welcome.
Just gotta
You've got dads.
keep it going. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Matt and I have spent a lot of time together lately. After we went record shopping for the first time, it sort of became a weekly tradition for us to scope out Vinyl Fantasy VII for new releases. On quieter days, I'll go to the Coffee Spoon just to hang out with him. He's been trying to get me to branch out from my usual black coffee to try new drinks, and they're always delicious. Since I've been spending so much time with Matt, Carmencita and Amanda have been becoming really close friends. Amanda's taking Carmencita under her wing, teaching her about photography and helping her with her homework, and introducing her to music that's not just boy bands. Well, she did end up taking her to one of those Scream Cry Dance Boy concerts, so Matt wouldn't have to go. A truly heroic move. I can tell that Carmencita really looks up to her a lot, so it's great that Amanda's trying to be a good mentor. The open mic night is tonight. Amanda and I are busy getting ourselves ready. I try to pick out a nicer outfit than usual and pace around the room. A bunch of really cool bands are going to be playing. I'm excited to see them. I haven't been to a show since the first time Matt and I hung out. It's weird. Ever since Matt played the piano for me that one time, I've never been able to convince him to do it again. He's told me that he also plays guitar, drums, and even the trumpet. He still won't play any of them. For someone so passionate about music, it's strange that he doesn't want to actually play it. You ready to go, Pops? I can hear Amanda in the hallway as she approaches my room. Yep. Amanda pops her head in and looks me over. She pinches the bridge of her nose.
Ugh.
Dad, we talked about this. What? The sandals, they're older than I am. Vintage, some would argue. I thought you threw them out. Amanda, since when did you enroll in the Fashion Police Academy? I got kicked out because I was a loose cannon who didn't play by the rules. For example, you're not allowed to mix florals, but you totally can if you have a good eye for color. You're out of your jurisdiction, rookie. Amanda guards the door until I pick out a better outfit. Stop.
Ugh.
The sandals are going directly into the evidence locker. What's the... It's a trash. I propose a compromise. I keep the sandals, but won't wear them tonight. Then we have this exact same argument the next time I try to pull them out.
Aw. Ugh.
I guess.
Yes.
Come on, Dad, we gotta go.
Eh?
I've never seen the Coffee Spoon so packed. I spot familiar faces from the pup concert, all sipping on their caffeinated beverages of choice. A couple of people are setting up on stage. I don't see Matt, but I'm sure he's busy in the back. Amanda and Carmencita find each other immediately and do their secret handshake. Some complicated clapping with their hands, then a big hug. Dorb! I turn to see Hugo sitting on a table with none other than Damien. Fancy seeing you two here. I am, as you know, a dedicated patron of the arts. It's a bit of a tradition between Damien and I now. Matt's open mic nights always seem to bring out the best talent in town. Sometimes it gets a bit odd, even for my admittedly eclectic tastes. You guys see Matt around? Yeah, he was just helping that Pablo kid get some equipment out of his van. Whoa! Vacant Veil is playing a set?
Oh.
What? It's, Witch House.
Oh,
Damien's ears perk. What is that? I don't know.
oh.
Well, it sounds delightful. Amanda says it isn't. Shame. Alright, I'm gonna go find Matt and see if he needs any help. I head to the back room of the Coffee Spoon where I find Matt going over some last minute show details with Pablo. My dude, Pablo and I share a full-on, sincere bro hug.
Oh.
Glad you can make it, Dorb. Wouldn't miss it for the world, man. You guys need any help?
Hey.
I think we're all set, actually. Pablo, can you remind me what order people are going up in? Well, you got the handsome and unforgettable Vacant Veil opening up the set with selections from his new album, Witch Diaries. And then there's Third Waves, who are all extremely attractive and could beat me up, and I'd still be into it. Are playing a 3-person acoustic set. We've got a little spoken word in there, a magic act, and then it looks like we're closing with Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir.
Huh?
No, absolutely not. I remember the ridiculous set that this band put on when they opened for the Pup. Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the sound of an accordion being violently thrown against the wall over and over. They weren't that bad. No, you don't understand. The last time they played open mic night, they lit their bassist on fire and the fire marshal had to shut us down. They also refused to pay for the drinks. Yikes.
What?
They're not playing tonight. Well, they're outside, all 17 of them.
Oh.
Tell them we're full. Then who's filling their spot? I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't think pressuring Matt to do it would be a good idea. Whatever, we'll pressure Matt, sure. Come on, Matt, you should play. Oh, no, he didn't like that. I'll do it. I'm doing it, dudes. Don't worry. I got this shit under control. I got it. I'll play. What are you doing? What? What would you even do? Stop talking. Close your mouth. The Communist Manifesto is making a comeback solo show. I thought you didn't know how to play anymore. You don't know how to play anything anymore. Ska comes to you in the hour when you need it the most, without fail. Stop being so desperate to please your hot friend, Dorb.
Hey.
Is there a keyboard around? Your unending thirst will be your ultimate downfall. Yeah, there's one right here. Then it's settled. Dude, are you sure? No, I am not. As sure as ska is generally played with staccato notes on the upbeat. Well, as long as nothing gets set on fire, it can't possibly be worse than Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Matt grabs me by the shoulders and stares into my eyes. Thank you, Dorb. I owe you big time. I can do this. I got it. It's easy. I settle back into my seat with Amanda and watch the show start. The house is packed, and with a few people even standing outside to watch. What have I got myself into? Amanda, I may have made a mistake. Dad, if you bought a brand new pair of sandals in hopes that I would be okay with you wearing them, I swear to I agreed to pull out my scarf. No. Absolutely not. I had to help Matt. Dad, I love you and support you, but we left ska behind for a reason. Look, it's either this or we're in the splash zone for a group of 20 musicians all crying at the same time for the sake of art. And I'm not being hyperbolic about the splash zone thing. They literally hand out ponchos. Somehow this is the preferable option. I just have to play the thing. Play what thing? You don't know how to play any instruments. Just promise me you'll still love me after this. I promise. But I may still have to change my last name and hope you'll understand. Of course. My new last name is going to be Fireblast. Amanda. Or maybe Cold Steel. Matt takes the stage to a roar of applause from the crowd. He grabs the mic and addresses us all.
Hey.
Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. Matt's so nervous. And I'm so nervous. I can't stop staring at his mouth. And that makes me even more nervous.
Hey.
We have a jam-packed roster of amazing local talent who you might already know or maybe even seen before, but would like to see again, and I'm rambling now. Sorry. Aw, Matt.
Hey.
So, let me just bring on a dear friend of mine who's making his live show debut. Please welcome to the stage.
Hey.
Vacantville! The crowd cheers again and Pablo bounds up on stage, beaming. He sets up 2 laptops and a keyboard and launches into his set. Thank you everyone, this one's called Which House Never Dies, and you're next. Pablo hits the crowd with a heavy, inaccessible synth bass layered under drum samples and clips from science fiction shows played in reverse. It's maybe not the right show for this, but everyone seems to be enjoying whatever this is. At the end of the song, Pablo jumps on the mic. Thank you all the Veil Weavers who came out tonight. A portion of the crowd cheers. He has a fan base already? He has a name for the fan base? This is his first live show. You can buy t-shirts out of the trunk of my car after the show. And I'd like to thank my mom for coming out and watch me play. You rock, Ma. Love you, honey. Pablo plays a few more songs that are actually super fun to listen to. Wow, definitely did not see that coming, especially after Amanda's strongly worded thoughts about the genre.
Oh.
Once he's done, he vacates the stage and Matt jumps back up again.
Oh.
Big round of applause for our very own Pablo, who coincidentally works here. Yay, Pablo. And hey, next up, a group of young ladies who've been tearing up the East Coast with riot punk for 3 years now.
Hey.
Years. 3 years. Sorry, the writing in my hand smudged because I'm sweating. I shouldn't have told you that I'm sweating. I'm sorry, Wow, he seems just as visibly nervous as I feel right now.
Hey.
Put your hands together for the third waves. Buzzcut Molly from Final Fantasy VII takes stage, followed by 2 girls with colorful hair and fishnet stockings. All of them are wearing combat boots, and all of them look mad about something. This set is so energetic that it almost seems like the pit is going to open up in the coffee shop. Like a pit is going to open up in the coffee shop. I look over to Amanda, who's clearly enjoying the hell out of the anarchic, female-fronted punk rock. Dad, can I get a lip ring? Sure, if you pay for it yourself.
Dad.
Come on, it's no fun if it's not an act of youthful rebellion. After the third waves close on their set, a variety of acts play to the delight and sometimes horror of the crowd. A magician tries to turn a cup of coffee into a cup of coins, but ends up spilling hot coffee all over himself and dropping the coins. As each act leaves the stage, I get more and more nervous. There are so many people here. I don't know anything about how to play the piano other than it has keys, and you have to touch the keys to make sounds. Also, I almost spilled the flat white stripes in my hand because I'm trembling so much. No joke, Dad. I'm rooting for you. You're gonna knock him dead. Thanks, Manda Panda. And improv comedy groups take stage. They take suggestions from the crowd and end up doing a scene that was supposed to be about coffee, but instead turns into 5 minutes of dick jokes. Classic. I have a hard time laughing. My stomach is tying itself in knots. Not just regular knots either. Like the kind of knots you get when throwing your phone charger, headphones, and laptop charger into the same bag. Out of nowhere, Matt sits down next to me. Hey, are you doing okay? No. Everything is great. Nothing is wrong. I want to reassure him that I'm okay, but I just can't get the words out. I'm here.
Hey.
Alright, just making sure. I know you're gonna do great, Dorb. Matt squeezes my shoulder and jogs back up to the stage.
Oh.
Everybody, we're down to the last act for the night.
Hey.
Now this person, who is my friend, is making the return to the stage after a long hiatus. Please welcome, formerly of the Communist Manifesto, Dorblop. Everyone cheers as I take stage. Damien and Hugo are staring at me in shock. Hey everybody, good to be here. Thanks for having me on. Great crowd. My name is Dorb, but you can call me by my stage name. Frankie Two-Tone, 5 Iron Freddy, Thomas Kalnaki, 5 Iron Freddy. The cloud claps politely. I sit down at the piano. That's a lot of keys. That's so many keys. Do pianos usually have this many keys? God, these lights are really bright. Someone coughs. I guess that's some good stage banner. And now I have to play a song. This song is called Beat Me Up, Scotty. Deep breath. How hard can it be? Oh no. Oh no. No matter how disastrous this is, I have to make it through this whole song. and I'll have saved the day. Here goes nothing. Oh.
Tickle that ivory.
Please sing along. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Oh, sing that easy Scottoon Unity. Watch us fill up the room. Rude boys coming for ya. Take warning. If you don't know what the words are going way too fast. Everybody ska, beat me up, Scotty. Oh, it's still happy. Beat me up, Scotty. Beat me up, good Scott. Trick it. Do you think it went well? I look up at the crowd. I see a bunch of people shifting in their seats. Oh no, I'm losing them. Scott really is dead, and I killed it. Everybody ska! Everybody ska! Like a checkerboard tie wearing angel descending from the two-tone heaven, Matt walks on stage, playing the guitar. We lock eyes, and he gives me a reassuring smile as he effortlessly plays the chords to the song. That song that I just played. I look out and see the crowd go wild to Matt's appearance on stage. Everyone's bouncing around now. It fills me with renewed energy as we jump into the chorus.
Oh.
Beat me up, Scotty. Beat me up, Scotty.
Yeah, sounds great.
I don't want to say it again. Beat me up, Scotty, to the Scott trick.
Oh.
Matt jumps into an improvised solo that was way better than the one Darren Springstead wrote in high school.
Oh.
We make it to the end of the song in one piece, and the crowd too goes wild. I'm moist with sweat, head to toe. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sella. And the crowd practically screams. They all start chanting Matt's name. They want to hear you play, man.
Oh.
Matt smiles.
Hey.
I think I'm ready. I excuse myself from the stage and take my seat next to Amanda as Matt cozies up to the microphone. I take back what I said about ska. That was pretty cool. I high-five Amanda and we look toward the stage.
Oh.
Hey everybody. More cheers. I haven't played in front of people in a long time, but it's cool to be back.
Oh.
This one goes out to my good friend. Matt locks eyes with me. We both smile.
Hey.
Who helped me to be able to do this again.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey.
This is an old one from Stillness the Dancing. The entire crowd excitedly jumps to their feet. Matt closes his eyes and starts playing an upbeat, intricate melody. The crowd sways to the music. Matt looks entirely at peace with a small smile on his face as he sings. After he finishes his song, the crowd insists on an encore. He ends up playing a few more tunes to an adoring audience before thanking everyone for coming out. The moment he steps off stage, he's mobbed by people. Everyone seems to be amazed that he's playing again. Damien and Hugo thread their way through the crowd to talk to me. That was amazing. It was certainly a sight. Do they make industrial darkwave ska? I'm not sure if that genre exists, but it's never too late to start a band, apparently. I glance back over to Matt, who's hugging a bunch of people. They really seem excited to see him play. Well, yeah, he hasn't played since he lost Rosa. What? I didn't realize. It suddenly all makes sense why Matt was so reluctant to play. It must have taken so much for him to jump on stage with me just now. The crowd slowly filters out into the streets as the show ends. I decide to stick around a little longer to see if I can talk to Matt. Hey, I'm taking Carmencita to get ice cream. Is it okay if she sleeps over? We're gonna paint our nails and start a punk band. Dank weed ska, yes. Yeah, go have fun. Just please don't wake up the neighbors with any biting truths about the government or whatever. Don't worry. We'll wake them up figuratively instead. Amanda and Carmencita bump fists and head out. I spot Matt finishing up conversations with a couple stragglers on their way up to the coffee shop. Hey, Matt.
Hey.
Hey, dude. Need help closing up?
Oh. Hey.
I love that. Matt and I stack up chairs and sweep the floor in silence. We carry the stage equipment back to Matt's van, where we see Pablo selling merch to a crowd of people out of his trunk. Shirts of the finest quality, every step of production from thread to stitch overseen by yours truly. Graphic designs fit for a king. That kid's gonna go far.
Hey.
We head back into the coffee spoon and Matt puts the finishing touches on closing. When we're all done, Matt and I lean up against the counter. Man, thanks for saving me from myself up there.
Hey.
All in all, it ended up being pretty cute. Plus, you protected us from Jonathan Jones in the Speakeasy Choir. Someone told me that they tried to do a street performance down the road, and they all got arrested for trying to form a human pyramid in traffic. Did it feel good to be on stage again?
Hey. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, it really did. I heard that you stopped playing after your wife died. I didn't realize it had been that long. Yeah. Matt looks like he wants to say something, but is having a hard time getting it out. He takes a deep breath.
Oh, man.
I'm not really a people person, obviously. Crowds make me nervous as hell, which is, not exactly the best for performing live music. But when I was with Rosa, she lit up the room. I could follow her lead. After she passed, I was lost. Even touching a guitar, even touching a guitar hurt too much. I tried playing for people over and over, but the music would never come out, so I just gave up. I guess what I'm trying to say is, life wasn't this scary when I had someone in my corner. Someone I felt safe with. I hadn't felt like that for a long time. Till tonight. What changed?
Hey.
You. Blood rushes to my face.
Hey, yeah.
When I saw you looking so scared on stage, you reminded me of myself, and I didn't want anyone else to have to feel that bad.
Hey.
But when I got up there and started playing, for the first time in forever, I felt comfortable. I was having fun. I spent all this time being so afraid of performing that I forgot how much I loved it.
Hey.
Your strength gave me strength. Whenever you were trying to or not, whether you were trying to or not, you got me out of my comfort zone. So, thank you.
Hey,
Thank you for helping me realize I can do this. I'm glad I could help. You coming on stage? I didn't think you'd stick your neck out like that for me. Especially considering all of this. That really means a lot to me.
hey.
Well, you mean a lot to me. Matt and I lock eyes. He leans in and kisses me, quick and soft. He pulls away and covers his mouth.
What?
Oh God, I'm sorry. Sorry. Can't believe I just did that. Neither can I, but
Oh.
I'm glad you did. Our lips touch again. I brush his hair out of the way and rest my hand on the small of his back. Matt pulls me closer. Everything about him is sweet and soft. His lips taste like vanilla. He smells like coffee cake. I can feel him smile through his kiss, which makes me smile. He laughs into my mouth, and I can't help but laugh too, our teeth knocking against each other. Ow! The moment I open my eyes, I realize we're still leaning against the espresso machine. Maybe the coffee shop isn't the right place for this. Maybe you're right.
Hey.
Let's go back to my place. Come on, that was a good date, right? Oh no, that's a low score.
Even Pitchfork would like that.
That was a really low score for the last date. You're gonna have to do it over again. Jesus Christ. I thought that went okay, but I guess not. Here we go. I drank that tea and I'm feeling like super nauseous. I don't know why. It might have been the caffeine. I've kind of cut it out of my diet, and then I had that, and then I just feel sick. Oh well. Let's do that again real quick. I didn't play bad enough. Oh, I gotta try harder then, I guess. Oh, that made a lot of autosaves. Jesus.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Actually, I don't see any information about Matt. Hold on. How to get Matt's ending. Let's see. Win the piano minigame. How do you win the piano minigame? How do you do that? It just says win the piano minigame. That's it. That is not a lot of information. I did not know that was a minigame.
Oh.
I don't think any of this matters. Yeah, it doesn't.
Hey. Huh? What? Hey. Hey.
There's some eggplants. Alright, here we go. There's apparently a way to do this.
Tickle that ivory.
Do you enjoy that? So good. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the resub.
い
I
る
think
よ
I
う
won.
で
Someone
ソフ
clapped,
ト
right?
AT ピアノ
They like that, right?
Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh.
Huh.
Hey. 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 Hey.
Oh.
Hey. Hey. Oh. Hey. 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 Hey.
Just give me an A rank. Come on. There we go.
You know what?
I'll take it.
I'm down for an encore.
I'll take it. All right, there we go. So we got A, which is better than B. A is apparently the best. Okay, well, let's go. You know the deal. I've read through this like a couple million times. Unless there's anything new, I'm not gonna read through it. But I'm not gonna skip through it so fast that you can't read it if you're interested in it. What daddy am I interested in? I'm working on all the daddies. I only got one left. After this, we have Hugo. Oh, I just said I wasn't gonna skip it.
Aw.
Someone said that the best you can get is S on Matt's final date for some reason. Or sorry, the best you can get is A. I think I just said the best you can get is S, and that is misinformation. Hi, Sarah. How's it going? The best one is the third one? I picked the third one.
Yeah.
Third one got me eggplants. And like the only other option was I'll do it. So. And that was a like, but not a love. But dude, Pablo, how'd the shirt business go? My bud, I got my men's shirts, I got my women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. Each one of them of fine quality, screen printed with the logo and visage of world-renowned witch house outfit, Vacant Veil. Purchasable at most respectable retailers, but more specifically, out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. Dor Brian, hi, how are you? Does this game have lewd CGs? No, this game has like text that alludes to them maybe having sex at most. After this, I might take a break from Dream Daddy, because I think all this talking is exasperating my weird stomach pains right now. So after I do this one, I think I'll save Hugo for another night, and we'll postpone the sadness of abandoning Dream Daddy. But man, I'm gonna get some water after this to see if I can feel any better, and I'll be back.
Hey!
Which dad has been the most difficult so far? What do you mean? Like, to date? Because none of them? I mean, I guess overall, probably Robert. That one was kind of hard to figure out. What's the most technically difficult dad? Well, I'd probably say Joseph. Like, playing through it normally, I think I got the most wrong answers for Joseph and the worst scores possible for Joseph. So. Solving Craig's capybara mystery, that too. You have like only so much time to do it. It's really... Like, Craig was probably the easiest though to get good ratings on. They basically just threw them at you. He's like a freebie dad. Or maybe I just relate really well with with Craig.
Bro!
Maybe that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a Craig. If I personally had to date one of these dads, who would I pick? I don't know. I'll have to see Hugo before I can answer that.
Oh.
Of the ones I played so far. That's a good question.
Pew!
Hey! Oh!
Frig off, Robert. Ain't a thing. I spot Amanda and Carmencita in a corner of the party. I wonder what they're up to. As I walk up, I can tell that they're already deep in conversation. Listen, it's like prison rules. First day of high school, you gotta establish yourself at top of the pecking order. Really? No, just find a group of people that you like and hang out with them. Be yourself, don't worry about being cool. You'll find friends. And try not to kiss anyone who also has braces. You get stuck, kiddo. Hey guys! Hi, Amanda's dad. Carmencita's here getting ready for high school. Got any advice? When you join a band, pick the easiest instrument to carry. I'm still walking a little sideways from my sousaphone days. Flute it is. Alright, I'll leave you guys to it. Carmencita, me and Amanda still on for dinner with you and your pops tomorrow? Yes! We're already planning a carrot cake for you guys. I better keep making my rounds. I'll leave the two to conspire. Yep, we got the good ending, even with just A's.
Dad. Huh.
I glance over to the back of the yard where Matt is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. Pew pew. Way back in the day, I played the alto sax as a pretty short kid, and it was bigger than alto sax is the big one, right? I can't remember. I think no, tenor is the big one, right? I played a tenor sax in the school band. I hated it, and I quit. Yeah, it was a tenor. I take a seat next to Matt as the last guests make their way out of the party. Seems like Amanda really enjoyed this. Thanks for putting together such a nice surprise. Carmencita's middle school graduation's coming up in a year or two. I'm sure for the right fee, I could put something together. Only if I get to DJ. Matt looks down at his hands. It seems like he does that whenever he's trying to figure out the right words to say. Hey, I just wanted to say that, gosh, this is gonna come out dumb, no matter how I say it, so here goes. I haven't felt this happy in a long time. Whoa. You brought out the best in me. And it wasn't just because of the ska. Although that was really cute.
Oh.
Every moment that we've gotten to spend together since we've met has been an adventure, and I just hope that we get to keep doing that. We make a pretty good team, you know? I mean, I'll let you handle the music playing, and the music singing, and actually pretty much everything related to music. But I can organize a party pretty well, and I'm also good at kissing, so that's a big plus.
Oh.
That's true. You are very nice to kiss. I slide my arm around Matt and run my fingers through his hair, giving him a small kiss on the cheek. He giggles.
Hey.
See, that was a good one. And hey, I've actually been working on some new stuff. It feels really great to be writing again. Oh man, Matt, that's amazing. I'd love to listen to it sometime. If you're comfortable with sharing it with me. Maybe I could show you some of the new tunes I'm working on at the studio later. You know I'm gonna insist that we add a horn section. Matt rests his head on my shoulder and sighs happily. You know what? I'd actually like that. Yeah, boy! I think Matt's section felt really rushed and it could have been fleshed out a little bit. Especially after just finishing Craig's, who got like a huge like story arc and really had a lot of time to really focus on him. Yep, we talked to Carmencita like once, which was kind of a shame. He's a nice guy though. Maybe not my dream daddy. Brian's development was really good. Robert's was. I don't think Matt had enough time. We went from like, oh man, I don't want to do this anymore because of my dead wife. And then he's like, okay, never mind. It's okay. I like you. It was all really quick. But like Robert seemed like that took place over a reasonable amount of time. Damien, like his thing wasn't that bad, so like the amount of time that he had seemed okay. Joseph got time like through everyone else's story and like the main story itself with Mary. But yeah, Matt's was just over really quick. Like I said though, we're not gonna do Hugo tonight because I'm not feeling too hot, and I feel like every time that I start talking a lot, I start to feel a little sick. So I am going to hold off from doing that, and we'll do it another night. I don't want to rush it. But I'll be back, and we'll probably play Observer for a little bit, if I can handle that. And then we'll... Anyways, I'll be right back.